Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Miss Ann Pugh.
Maybe that's Detroit. Yeah, maybe that's Detroit. Then Salisbury's probably like the armpit fat of America then. Kind of lumpy, awkward, you know what to do with it, but you can't really get rid of it. Anyway, I was the only Asian girl as far as the eye could see, so it's pretty much like the Hello Kitty class rag doll from kindergarten to 6th grade, you know? Oh my God, look at Anne, she's so cute. Let's play with her. Wait, she's still alive. Let's do it again. Yep, that was pretty much my life. When you're bullied at a very young age for things that are pretty much about yourself, you learn to hate those things about yourself. I didn't look like anyone else, and I spoke another language that nobody else understood. Hey, Anne, how do you say it's hot outside in Chinese? Why man What? Why man I can't understand you. White man on roof. Oh! My first boyfriend was a tall, lanky, African-American male named Willie Williams who came over to my house when junior high my parents made chicken for dinner. And Willie was like, hey, Ann, how do I say, this chicken tastes good? Nigga G-Hawk, And, what did you say? Nigga G-Hulcher. And what are you saying? Nigga. Oh, no, Willie. In Chinese, the word nigga means this. Nigga means this. And I don't think we can go out anymore. No, nigga means this. It means this. The word Chinese, nigga means this. No, nigga, don't leave. If you were hated, somehow you became the hater, you know? And if I wasn't getting it at school, I was getting it at home. My dad assumed I was sexually active because my guy friends had facial hair. Hey! What you doing with that guy? Oh yeah, Dad got real. Dad, it's okay. I'm still a virgin, haven't had my first kiss yet. He's just Italian. At age 12, I had my breaking point. I was just riddled with everyone's ignorance and racism and hatred and negativity. I was like a swamp thing, you know? This black emotional biome. I could barely move. And one night I came home and I was like Sally Field in Steel Magnolias. I just want to know why? I just want to know why? And then I did the most Asian thing an Asian kid could do. Oh no. I pretended I was a computer and I reprogrammed myself. Downloading new and Hue 2.0. Uploading new persona. Witty, sexy, charming, can jump a fence twice her height at a moment's notice. Gambling expert, high tolerance for alcohol, intelligence, fantastic at grilling with pretty feet. I literally tricked my brain into thinking I was a different person. And you know what? It worked. The next morning, I came down the stairs and my mom said she didn't even recognize me. As soon as I could get out of Salisbury, Maryland, I headed straight towards New York City. And it was in New York City that I had one of my first major life-changing experiences. In New York, I was strolling around the city in a car with some girlfriends. And we came to this intersection in the West Village called 5 Points. Okay, it's this intersection, it's kind of famous, you know, gangs of New York. And no one was moving. And we stopped and we looked, and we noticed that it was there that I saw my very first ever homeless person. And she was beautiful. She's like late 20s, African-American, beautiful glowing skin, crop pants, crop shirt, no bra, short hair. You know, let's just call her Shadana. Shadana was a girl who used to beat me up in school. So for tonight, we'll make Shadana homeless. It was that night that Shadena taught me my very first big girl lesson in life. There at 5 Points, in the middle on a Friday night, Shadena decided to protest her lot in life by walking out onto the street, looking all around at everyone, squatting down, pulling her pants down, and then taking the largest, longest shit I have ever seen. Nobody moved. Everybody's headlights were pointed at Shadena's ass. And my friends were like, well, at least she has a nice ass. But I knew the truth of that moment. That night, I realized that if a homeless person can stop traffic and implant a permanent memory in the brain of thousands of people at the same time, just by taking a shit on the street, I can do anything. Apparently, however, people have been shitting on the streets in China for years. And nobody even thinks it's not a special moment anymore. I've never done it. I don't know, maybe it skips a generation, but I came home from college. I just wanted to test my mother out, you know, I went to a theater school. And I was like, Mom, I think I'm bisexual. And, oh no, Anne, bi-sex? Why does my daughter have to buy sex? Look at the beautiful body I gave you. My mother taught me 3 things about men. All men want is sex, all men are little boys, and never keep a hungry man waiting. So basically, I learned to give it away in the kitchen. It wasn't until my 10-year mark with my therapist in New York that she finally diagnosed me. Well, Anne, you know, you have a low self-esteem. Really? What, you're telling me this now? Oh, so it's not that everyone's an asshole. I just keep choosing the assholes because deep down inside, I only think that I'm an asshole? An asshole? Well, yes, Anne, but the thing is, you can't really control anyone else's asshole. You can only control your... Oh, time's up. When you don't program healthy self-esteem into your reprogramming of yourself, you make a lot of weird choices. One of those choices is what I like to call the cheap house salad. You know that person that's really good on the outside but treats you like shit on the inside? That person to me is what I call the cheap house salad. The iceberg lettuce with the browning and the cucumbers that should have been thrown out and the cheesy blue cheese dressing. You cannot live a life of love and nourishment off of cheap house salads. But when you've been bullied, you don't know this. You think you're at Whole Foods. You're at Albertsons. Here's an example of a man who was a total cheap house salad. Donald Trump. Yes. Donald Trump, no matter how much money that crazy cheap house salad has, cannot keep a woman. What is this, wife number 3, 4, 5? Do we really want her as the first lady in our White House? I don't think so. Thank you very much. If you're not dating cheap house salads, you're dating the other item on the menu. It was what I call the broken bird. Dating a broken bird is like going to the store, buying an appliance out of the box, knowing it's missing pieces, coming home and getting upset when it doesn't work. The only difference is if you're a fixer and a dumper. Dating a broken bird, fixing up and then dumping him is like buying a house on foreclosure, putting all your money into it to fix it up and then giving it to someone else to live in. Maybe you got him out of jail, but you can't keep him out of jail. And on a side note, for you guys, if you happen to have like hard time dealing with rejection or rebound or feelings of like rejection from women, just keep dating Asian women. Because the thing is, when we do look alike, we really do look alike. It's be like groundhog dating, same girl over and over and over again. You'll never have to hit rebound. What's that, Susie? Oh, my name's Charlotte. Oh, you're everything I've ever wanted, Susie. My friends never think I'm gonna get everything I want in a guy. I have great friends. Which is really strange because I always seem to get everything I want when I order food. I mean, is this how we are in life? Can I please have an egg white omelet with spinach, onions, mushrooms, and sun-dried tomatoes? No, wait, stop! No, I can't handle the sun-dried tomatoes. They're too good for me. I don't deserve sun-dried tomatoes in my omelet. I can't handle it. Just give me 2 eggs inside of microwave bacon. I mean, you want to know what's going on in your body when it comes to food, right? Don't you want to know what's going on in your body when it comes to sex? Speaking of, I'd like to take a moment away from Paris and San Bernardino and the humans that are having extreme cabin fever on this planet, and to pray for America's very own Charlie Sheen. Talk about a bully. What is going on with Charlie Sheen? You know, if I were Charlie Sheen right now, just to take advantage of this supposed moment of vulnerability and truth, I would market myself and develop my own condom line. Shields by Sheen. Made for 2.5 men. It could be double-ended, somehow, you know, have a nice little juicy center filled with spermicidal jelly or easy tea that kind of bursts in your mouth after so many hits. Right? I mean, come on. I don't think anyone really deserves to be HIV positive, but Charlie, maybe. The vagina is sacred ground, Charlie. It's the portal from which all life cometh forth. You don't have a college degree, you're not getting in here. Community college is fine. Ivy League is better. Speaking of college, I recently found out that my college boyfriend ended up marrying the girl he met right after me. And then I started to realize that most of the guys that I date end up with the girl right after me. I'm like the Mary Poppins for single men. Just a spoonful of my love makes the single man settle down. The toilet seat go down, the trash get taken out. Just a spoonful of my love makes the douchebag settle down with the girl right after me. Feed the boys the toppings, boo. Toppings, boo. Speaking of boobies, I love that word. Boobies. The first time I saw porn, I was bullied into seeing porn. My friend Will was like, "Hey, Ann, you want to see some porn?" I was like, "Yeah." First time I saw porn. The first time I saw porn, I thought it was the most amazing special effects I had ever seen. Oh my God, it really looks like he's going inside her.
Oh no.
How do they do that? It sounds like it too. Now, I don't have a fear of porn. I'm not a big porn watcher, but I do have a fear that sometimes guys think I work in porn. It's the way they check me out. You know, like I'm at the gym working out, or I'm like, you know, legs up doing crunches, and guys are like, you know, it's weird. Or I'm at the store, and they're just looking at me like, don't I really seen you, aren't you? Or I'm sitting in traffic, you know, like singing Barbra Streisand. They're like, ah! And so I started to do some research, you know, I was like, maybe I look like some hot Asian porn star, and everyone thinks I'm her. And I found this site, actually my friend Flobo found this site for me called pink.com. And on this website, there are these porn actors or porn stars, whatever, porn performers, that they do these gratuitous acts of porn. I mean, like, we're talking bestiality, bondage, borderline snuff films. There's like marshmallows everywhere. And then afterwards, they're interviewed about it. Like, you know, like, how was the show? You know, so like, I'm just wondering sometimes if like, guys think I'm like this girl. Yeah. That took a lot of work, people. You should be laughing. And then afterwards, you know, they're like this. They're like, oh yeah, I was performance artists. That's what we're doing out here. We're just making art for the community, and they connect with it on such a deep, guttural level, you know? I mean, who thought I would be doing this with my life? Making art. With my asshole. When you haven't worked through all your self-esteem issues in your 20s, you tend to date men that are older than you. You don't have the self-esteem to attract a man your own age. Well, also they're kind of stupid then, but that's okay. You're looking for your father, you know? They're looking for the fountain of youth. And you're like so proud of it. You're like, look at my new boyfriend, isn't he amazing? He's so distinguished looking. Look at the little crow's feet in his eyes. Oh yeah, he's like 50. Yeah, I got him. Actually, he's more like 60. No, 70. Actually, he's almost retired, and more free time for the both of us. Yay! You know, and then because you can't see correctly, you wear these things called inverted rose-colored glasses, you know, which make everything you see and everyone you look at like more than what they are on the inside. So you're like with your new boyfriend, and you take off your glasses, and you look at him, you're like, fucking grandpa? What are you doing here? You know? And I had this epiphany. Well, the thing is, when you're Asian and you're like in your 30s and you've worked through all those issues, it takes years, you know? By that time, you're like a really seasoned bottle of Chablis, you know? Because you kind of still look 27. So I'm like a really full-bodied, oaky bottle of sparkling rosé. The young men ask me out because they think I'm their age. The old men can smell something a little more seasoned than I I had an epiphany earlier this year that if all men are dogs, then all younger men are puppies. And you're supposed to train a puppy. You can train a puppy how to return your text messages soon. You can train a puppy how to pick up the check. You can even train a puppy how to eat your chow. He's been trained. I remember the last time I met one of my more recent ex-puppies. I happened to meet him and his father at the same time, and I looked at them and I literally thought, you know what? I bet I could fuck both of them and it would still be considered age appropriate. And yet I'd only have to train one of them. Speaking of chow, every time I go to a comedy club, there's some straight male comic talking about anal sex. I don't know why. Like, he knows what it feels like on the receiving end. They just love to talk about anal sex. I'm a straight female comic, I'm gonna talk about oral sex. I have one thing to say about oral sex. A straight man that does not like to eat pussy is like a vegan that does not like to eat kale. You are not a vegan unless you love that kale. You are not a straight man unless you love Chinese. I'm just talking about things that make me happy, you know, it's tough. Happiness is not the default state of being when you've been bullied your whole life, right? You're like, happy, I'm joy, I'm open for a punch. No, like leave me the fuck alone is the default state of being. So the other day I was walking around downtown LA and I was just like, oh, why can't I be happy? Why can't I just be happy? There's like couples everywhere, holding hands, swinging in love, and then Mexican families stuffing Cheetos in their faces. I don't know what it was about that day, it was weird. And I was like, why can't I be happy? Why can't I be happy? And so I just started to like let go and just relax and just release and forgive everyone and forgive myself. And then I really felt relaxed. And then all of a sudden, I farted. And then I kept on farting. And you know what? Who cares? I'm in downtown LA right now. It fucking stinks here. There's happy people everywhere. I'm gonna be happy starting right now. This gas hurts. I'm not gonna hold it in. So I let it go. And then I turned around.
Oh no.
And there was this really cute, happy white couple walking right behind me. Like straight out of Pleasantville, you know? I had just perfumed their love and their innocence and their joy with my bitterness and my anger and my resentment. more I work in the arts and entertainment industry, not the porn industry, the more I realize that everybody just wants to be Asian. Everybody actually really just wants to be like me. Emma Stone tried to be Asian in Aloha. She totally fucked that one up. Scarlett Johansson, I love Emma Stone, but come on. Scarlett Johansson gonna try to be Japanese and Ghost in the Shell. We'll see how well that goes. You know, even Rooney Mara tried to be Native American. I wouldn't even try to be Native American. Come on. And then like in LA and New York, there was all the time like white or black people that come up to me and introduce themselves to me as Asia. And I'm like, you're talking to me, right? I'm China. No, I'm China. Like, you're talking to me, right? I'm China, you're Africa, you're Denmark, you're Canada, you're Texas, I'm Asia. So just to protest this thing, I've decided that I'm gonna go up to China and I'm gonna adopt a pure-blooded Chinese baby. Pure, beautiful, oriental, yes, oriental skin, big almond-shaped eyes, black raven hair. I'm gonna get her up from a farm somewhere up near Mongolia where they grow them. And I'm gonna bring her back here, and I am gonna name her Africa. Harlem, Francis, Washington, Hugh. We're gonna call her Awu for short. And my beautiful, adopted, pure-blooded Asian daughter, Awu, is gonna get a full scholarship to Harvard, Princeton, Yale. She's gonna graduate summa cum laude, bada bing, bada boom, whatever the fuck, who cares? And then she's gonna find herself a beautiful, ethnically ambiguous, Brad Pitt-looking kind of guy. And they're gonna get married, and they're gonna have a soccer team full of kids, and name them all Ireland. Because having the world in the palm of your hand alongside a beautiful man is all that she will know she deserves. Thank you very much, everyone!